morning, everybody. Welcome again to the farm back here, Cherry Hill Farm. This morning we're going to be taking a quick look at our chickens. There's a lot of them in here. This is their very large coop. It's built and designed by me, and only me. I'm very proud to say that. I got to feed them first. We got two types of feeders here. We have the automatic feeders and the range feeder. And if you look in there really carefully, right there, some garlic mixed in with their feed this morning, so that they get their feed to help them. That's just to help them. We get it in return, just to make sure they stay disease free. So we got our two automatic feeders and the range feeder. Everybody will kind of split up. Eventually we want to just get two more range feeders, not have these automatic feeders. It's kind of a little difficult to use sometimes and stuff, but they work for now. So we haven't gotten any water down here this morning, but those are their feeders. So that's their feed, and this is a pan that we'll push closer over. It is a 3-gallon pan you can buy for about $10, $20 at Tractor Supply. We'll fill that up once a day with water, and eventually we'll hook up an automatic system to it so that it works completely on its own. But we're going to bring down water in a minute. We dumped it out last night because it's kind of dirty. Alright, so let's just take a look at the coop real quick. I think that's a bucket of water right there. So on the bottom, we'll start at the base. We have 4 tires holding this. They're not the greatest tires, but they work for what we need to do. They are on a hay wagon frame. That's our base. We thought about doing like a trailer more than a wagon, but it wasn't going to be as stable and easy to move with the tractor and stuff. So right now the way this works is all the weight sits on top of this frame here. Anything that when we hook this up to the tractor, truck, etc., we're pulling the weight. The weight of the building is not on the tractor or truck, whereas in something like a utility trailer or an enclosed trailer or something, all the weight of it is on the vehicle. On this, not the same way. So we wanted to be able to put more weight in here, have 2 large logs on the bottom holding it on, and our walkway here. It's all up and down. Gotta move it out of the way. Then it's built on a 2 by 6 frame on the bottom. It's kind of getting crappy in here. We'll knock it out in a couple days. And then we'll put hardwood cloth over it, which we may have wanted to put a bigger size hardwood cloth, but it really works for what we do. We don't have that many concerns. We'll come out here like once a week or twice a month or something and scrape out all the poop and push it out. So on top of that, we built a wall that goes all the way around, and a frame up here. 3 cattle panels went in, tarp, and then we put in these perches. So we have like in a diamond shape. There's 2 sets of them on the bottom. One side that's really high. We're going to make an identical version of these type of perches going up and down like this over here, and when it's done, we'll be able to hold probably in the upwards of a high 200s, low 300s. So we've got our nesting box back here, which we put in before we built it, because that'd be a little difficult to try to get in here once we built it. And somebody's laying an egg there. Looks like there's a ton of eggs this morning. So these are a metal frame. It was already on the farm when we bought it, so We didn't ever actually pay for it. But you can find these. They're not very hard to find. You could buy them online. Also, if you're anywhere near where there's big commercial chicken houses, certain ones will routinely be replacing their nesting boxes, and you can get one of those for pretty cheap, clean it up really well, and put hay in the bottoms instead of their mats, because hay just works better for us because we have a lot of it. This one doesn't have any hay in it right now, so I had to take some stuff out of it, but the other ones do. We'll replace the hay as it starts to break down, so we'll replace it every 2 days. No chickens end up nesting in the boxes because we have so many perches. If you have chickens nesting in your boxes, it either means your perches aren't high enough, or that excuse me, or that there are not enough perches. So for a while we had chickens nesting in the boxes, and we're like, what's going on? Then we finally figured out, we're like, oh, that's why. And so with all these perches up here, even the really high ones, all the chickens go on them, and any chickens who can't get up to the high perches get to go on these low perches here. So that works really well. Nobody down here? Oh, hello. How are you today? I need to come out. This is just a big tarp that we cut to fit the size. Okay, so back here we have a deck with a bucket full of water. I have this deck, and what we're going to do for this deck is we have a 55-gallon barrel. We haven't gotten down here yet. We're going to put it right here and have it always filled up with water, and then we'll hook that up to their pan over there, but it'll be right here. And there'll be a little floater valve on it, so that the water from the tank is always filling that up, and that will never run dry, and we'll never have to mess with it and stuff. So it's a much better system than having to haul buckets of water down here. We'll just run the hose down this way every couple days and do it. So the reason the chickens are out here in this field is for a lot of reasons. They really need to get out of where they were, but also for other reasons, like what their goal is out here. So if we look around, oh, here's one. The cows are here, I don't know, 2 months ago probably, and they put down a lot of manure. So there's these big piles of manure sitting all over the field, and kind of disgusting, easy to step in. What happens is, this used to be a pile of manure probably that thick or that deep, and it was here, and the chickens will go scratching through it trying to find bugs that will come try to lay their eggs in it or live in it or whatever, and the chickens will scratch it down, and it's said that they can scratch a poop pile, some bigger ones, into a 9 square feet area. That's a pretty big area, and that's a lot easier than that's a lot more effective than having to run say a manure spreader across this field. So we could either run a manure spreader, or we could have our chickens who will scratch them apart in a pretty big area and manure the field on their own. And at the same time, they'll produce, I don't know, 2 dozen eggs a day that we can sell for $3 a piece. Some friends and family and local people around here. So we're getting money out of this. We're getting money out of these poop piles instead of we're appreciating what we have here, the chickens, instead of depreciating equipment, which is a lot more effective if you think about it. Because when you're running that manure spreader, you're losing money, or you're having to pay someone around here. Around here, you can get it costs for manure. The guys will come spread it, but it costs. It's not cheap. And so instead of that, we have our chickens who are producing from having these poop piles. So it's a win-win situation. You get your poop pile spread out and your field manured, and you get eggs from your coop at the same time. This system is a little hard to do sometimes, though. We'd rather not have fence or have to have fence around them, but we probably will for a little while. We've heard coyotes lately, and the chickens are still trying to get used to the thing. We don't want them to just leave and all head back up to the house. But we'll leave the fence here, and then every few days we'll come pull the tractor down here and just move the coop, the whole entire thing. We'll close it the night before, so all the chickens are stuck in there, and we'll just pull the whole coop to new area. So I think the next area we're going to move them is up there, where the cows were a week ago, and they'll stay up there and they'll really break down a lot of poop piles up there. And then once the cows move out of this area they're in now, we'll move them into that. And the chickens really do really well in doing this system. So we really enjoy doing this, and we know the chickens enjoy it because they get to find lots of great bugs. You can see, well, they're finding all kinds of things already here this morning. And we get eggs out of it, so nothing better than farm fresh eggs to eat for breakfast.